so we'll be freedom, and that all the soldiers that went and fought for freedom.
For the men who fought for you, that you could go along and live longer.
Good. It's because it teaches the young generation to know what their ancestor had to pass through to save Canada.
You wanted to keep in touch with the past as well as with the present of what's going on in the world. So one good way of doing that is by honoring our leaders, the people who gave their lives, that others could live a better life.
Because all the people gave life for us. We can't forget them. Because of the loss of life, I loved them. Because the veterans, they fought for our safety, and that in the war.
Well, it's because of the past and the work that they did during the war.
To remember people.
Just to appreciate people, guys and men, and some women, and they did a good job.
It means that I can do anything I really have to do.
Say a prayer and thank the people that fought both world wars, and appreciate what they did for us. They gave their lives for us, and it's important to remember that. It's very important to remember that.
The evidence of the past as well as with the present and of the future too. That poppy's going to be evidence long after you were gone or I'm gone. Yeah, it goes on forever. You can't cover up and eradicate something as beautiful and as meaningful as the poppy.
So, you know, when a child sees something new, and when a puppy, why, Mom, why did you nurse flower like this? Well, it's to remember that your father or grandfather were there, and they passed through a field where they were growing poppy. But that time, the soldiers were passing through to try to save our land.
Remember all the people that did die in the war.
Every time I touch them, look down, I see red. The poppy's looking at me, you know, and first thing you do, you remember.
I just think it's my duty to do that.
It's for the people that was living that was overseas. Yeah. That was my important part.
Because it's Remembrance Day, and Remembrance Day, you have to wear a poppy, but you know, Remembrance Day, after 12 o'clock, you should take your poppy away. Mm-hmm. That was the law in what you call, I'll be right back, Marcel. Mm-hmm. In the Legion, that you take your poppy away after 12 o'clock.
It's remembering our loved ones that have passed.
Because a poppy symbolizes the places where our soldiers lie in foreign lands, is marked by crosses, and the poppies grow between the crosses.
If you didn't wear a poppy, you wouldn't be where you're at now.
Because they need a lot of support, the Legion, because like it's only run by the older people. Mm-hmm. Because I have no question about the young ones either, because they don't even know what it's all about. I helped with a lot of stuff that went on, like, you know, to make money to support the Legion. because the Legion has to be supported by like people from outside. And everybody thinks that you can't get in the Legion because you're not a Legionnaire. Well, it's not true. You know,
I was going to Fredericton, where I'm from, and I could not get there if it wasn't for the Legion. They gave me a heavy jacket to put on because the weather in Fredericton was a lot harsher than it is here in Halifax, believe me. I grew up in it, and I was proud to go back, and especially when all the people that I knew back there, some of them were still in the service, some of them had died, and it was nice to be able to go back and see the ones that were living and talk to them and then explain to them what we were doing.
It's the remembrance of the soldiers who fought for us, for our freedom.
Well, it means a lot of things because tomorrow, my husband's birthday. He was a soldier all the time in the war. That's his birthday. He was celebrating his birthday, and the next day was Armistice Day. He celebrated the day that the war ended.
it means a lot to me because the people that was in the war that belong to me.
Well, I had family that fought in the war.
It means now that we get our freedom and we can now speak up, whereas before that, you couldn't do that.
It brings to me how much more I should pray for the world.
To honor those people who died ahead of us, you know, and I always think about my family all the time.
Well, my father was in the military and just during the wars. Yeah. That's all, because I was young.
My mother and I worked on parcels to send overseas, and I had no immediate family in the military at that time, but I have had since then. So therefore, it's very, very important to me and for everybody to remember what it means.
Another chance to honor the men, for there's a lot of men did not have the opportunity to have any kind of mix in, and they were all wonderful men, and they did their best. Not all of them lived. Some died, and it's hard just thinking about them. Really, it is. No.
It means a lot to me. I had a couple of uncles that served in the First World War.